Today for our writers workshop, we're going to talk about being writers. Sometimes writers are illustrators also. Sometimes I find myself drawing pictures like this. I'm so proud of it. I drew this beautiful rainbow. It has red and orange, yellow and green, blue. I could fill up the page a little bit more with some things like grass, maybe some clouds in the sky. But I know I can do better. Authors and illustrators who write books don't just draw pictures of rainbows, even though I'm pretty good at it. They draw pictures to share an idea. Let's think about some of the stories we listened to yesterday. Rainbow Fish or The Recess Queen. They both have something in common. How to be good friends. For example, in Mean Jean the Recess Queen, was Mean Jean a good friend? I want to teach you today about how to draw and write about something that really happens in your life, something real. Even though rainbows are real and we can see them every once in a while after it rains or maybe when the sprinklers are on, it doesn't have a lot of meaning to us. I want you to write about something that means something to you, something that has happened in your life. Now, if you're reading a story like Mean Jean or The Rainbow Fish, and it makes you think of something else that has happened in your life, then you can make a connection. Has a new kid ever come to your school? Katie Sue, a teeny kid, a tiny kid? No. I want you to think about the story that you heard yesterday, Mean Jean the Recess Queen, and see if you can make any connections, anything that makes you think of, oh, I remember one time someone was mean to me on the playground. Or, I remember one time I made a new friend. Okay, I'm going to write about that today, a time that I made a new friend. So, I don't have to throw this paper away, right? I know I can use the back. We're practicing using both sides of our paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is just sketch out my drawing. Well, I know I'm going to be in the drawing because I'm the one that made a new friend, and I know my new friend is going to be in the drawing. So I'm just going to draw us quickly. I'm not going to spend a long time. I'll color us in later, just so I can remember what I wanted to write about. Oh, and my friend that I met was really tall. Remember that. And we shared a popsicle. All right, so I sketched it out. Now I'm going to add my details. That's me. And this is my friend. I gave her some of my popsicle. Or I gave her a popsicle. Of course, I would not share a popsicle. That would be yucky. There we go. I'm going to give myself some hair right here too, because otherwise it looks like I have a mohawk. There we go. Then I can color in my picture. I can add more details. And then I can draw and write about my picture. Let's see. We can't be floating off into space, can we? No, I probably need some grass. There we go. And we were at the park, so I'm going to add some play stuff back here. Monkey bars maybe. There we go. There, now I can tell that we're outside. We're sharing a popsicle, right? Can you tell that from the picture? I want to be able to tell that from your picture as well. A really tall tree, and we got got to stand in the shade and eat our popsicle. Now I have to do some writing because this is Writer's Workshop. So here's me. I can label my picture. Me. Here's my friend. Her name's Hannah. Hannah. And then I'm going to tell the story. What happened in real life? What happened? Well, I met a friend at the park and I gave her a popsicle because my mom had extra. So I can say the story out loud. I met a friend named Hannah at the park and I shared my popsicle with her because my mom had extra. So now I can write about that right down here. I met a new friend at the park. I didn't make that A and R exactly how I want them, so I'm going to fix that. I forgot to make my P go all the way down to the basement. There you go. And then I can go back and read it because if I can think it, I can say it. If I say it, I can write it. And if I write it, I can read it. I met a new friend at the park. I shared a popsicle with her. Period. Awesome. Now I want you to go get a piece of white paper out of your binder and I want you to share a story of something that really happened. I still want you to use all the colors and details that you can. Add things to your story, fill up the whole page. And even though I think rainbows are amazing, for Writer's Workshop, I want to start hearing about you. So I want you to write to tell me about something that's happened to you. And you can use some of the stories that we have listened to this week for connections. The Recess Queen or the Rainbow Fish.